Welcome, Ramley. How are my Rams super fans doing today? Today we're talking the Rams versus the New York Giants. Let's get right into it. Alright, so it's week 6 and the Rams travel to New York to take on the Giants. Let's start by talking an injury report. Normally this part of the video is really quick, but not so much today. Now as far as the Rams go, it's pretty much of the same. We're pretty healthy across the board. The only significant injury that we have going into week 6 is cornerback Darius Williams, who suffered an ankle injury and it seems like he's gonna be out. He might miss some time. Now on the other side of the ball, the New York Giants have been completely destroyed by injuries. Running back Saquon Barkley had an ankle injury this past week and it's been since classified as a low ankle sprain. I'd be very shocked to see him play against the Rams this week. Quarterback Daniel Jones suffered a concussion against the Cowboys, and as far as the timeline for his return, it could be anybody's guess. We've seen players return from concussions the next week. We also seen players return from concussions after missing several weeks. Your guess is as good as mine. As I see it, he has about a 50-50 shot to play against the Rams. Now if he can't suit up, quarterback Mike Glennon will get the start in his absence. Wide receiver Kenny Golladay left the game early with a knee injury and didn't return, while wide receivers Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard both sat out in week 5 and are questionable in week 6. Free safety Jabril Peppers didn't play in week 5 either, and I'm currently uncertain what his status is for week 6. Starting left guard Ben Bredeson is also questionable in week 6 with a hand injury. And also wide receiver Kadarius Toney, someone who balled out last week against the Cowboys before getting ejected for throwing a punch at someone, is dealing with a knee injury and is questionable against the Rams. Man, that was a lot to get through. At this point, I don't know who's going to be throwing the ball and I don't know who's going to be catching the ball for the Giants against the Rams in week 6. Now, what am I looking forward to seeing? Will the Rams blow this Giants team out? This Giants team was subpar to begin with, and now they've been completely dismantled by injuries. So will the Rams blow this team out, or will the Rams play down like they often do sometimes when they're facing an inferior team? Now, great teams destroy bad teams, and that's exactly what I'm hoping to see this week from the Rams. I'm also looking forward to see will Stafford play a solid 4 quarters and get off to a solid start. It's just been a few times, including last week against the Seahawks, where it just takes Stafford and that offense a little while to get going. I'm really hoping to see them start off strong. I'm also going to keep a close eye on Matthew Stafford's deep ball. I really hope we don't keep getting these underthrown balls. Now his deep ball has to be fixed. This is something I brought up in the last video. I'm definitely going to be paying close attention to it. Hopefully with the long week we had, Stafford and his wide receivers got a couple of extra reps in practice. And before we get into the matchups, guys, if you could just like this video, hit subscribe so you never miss an upload. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Now let's talk the passing offense versus the passing defense. The Rams are currently second in the NFL in passing yards with 310.2 yards per game, while the Giants passing defense is ranked 22nd in the league. Matthew Stafford should have no problem exploiting this secondary. Now on the flip side, the Rams secondary isn't much better. They're actually ranked 23rd in the NFL, giving up 271 yards per game. But not knowing who's going to play quarterback this week and what receivers are going to be out there to catch the ball, I'm sure this passing attack isn't going to play well this week no matter who they're going up against. Even if Daniel Jones suits up this week, I'm sure there's going to be a few of his receivers that either sit out or they play hobbled. That's going to prevent this passing attack on doing much damage. Now let's talk the rushing offense versus the rushing defense. Now the Giants come in this game giving up 138.4 yards per game on the ground, and the Rams defense is giving up a total of 117.2 yards per game on the ground. Now the difference here is Rams running back Sony Michel and Darrell Henderson are both healthy, while star running back Saquon Barkley is doubtful for the Giants. And honestly guys, it's really sad seeing this happen to Barkley. He's amazing talent that just keeps getting hurt, and I wouldn't necessarily say he's injury prone. Anybody who rolled their ankle the way he rolled his ankle on Sunday would be out for a while. Anyone. It seems like he just keeps having freak accident after freak accident. It's really sad to see. I really hope he gets it together because the man can flat out ball. And the Rams have been running the ball a lot better as of late, and I expect them to continue running the ball pretty good against this Giants defense. And honestly guys, I don't think the backup running back Devontae Booker can do the same thing Saquon Barkley can do. I really expect the Rams to come out and shut this running game down. Now let's talk individual matchups, or more so individual group matchups. I'm really looking forward to the Rams secondary against these beat up Giant wide receivers. If you've seen my last video, you know I have some concerns about the Rams secondary, and I'm keeping a close eye on them here. If they can't have their way with a bunch of hurt New York wide receivers and potentially a backup quarterback, then we have a huge problem here. Now, I don't think Daniel Jones is as bad as some people might, but Mike Glennon, that's another story. If Mike Glennon plays, I better not see him pass over 200 yards. And frankly, if Daniel Jones plays and he has a bunch of wide receivers out, I better not see him go over 200 yards either. Or in my recap video, I'm gonna be an angry person when I speak about the secondary. And really quick guys, before we get into my prediction, if you could just like this video and subscribe so you never miss an upload, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I really appreciate that. Now let's get right back into it with my prediction. Now the Rams will either blow this Giants team out and win something like 42-10ish, or they'll play down to their competition and start off slow and still win maybe 24-17. I guess I'm gonna predict something in the middle and say the Rams win 35-17. I'm really excited about this game, guys, because like I said before, I'm actually going to be in attendance here, and this is the first time I've been able to see the Rams play in a few years. So the recap video is gonna look a little different. I'm actually gonna do like a vlog style, kind of recapping my trip in its entirety, and see how that is. Just try something new. I'm really excited to show you guys everything. So please, guys, be on the lookout for that. And if you are interested in more Rams content, don't forget to click this video right here.